And in the meantime, brand new information on the Trump transition as fierce infighting erupts in the president-elect's inner circle. A parade of high-profile faces appearing today at Trump Tower as President-elect Trump fills out his administration. His choice for Secretary of State, though, still up in the air. Trump's senior advisor, Kellyanne Conway, speaking out strongly over the weekend against Mitt Romney.
People feel betrayed to think that Governor Romney, who went out of his way to question the character and the intellect and the integrity of Donald Trump, now our president-elect, would be given the most significant cabinet post of all, Secretary of State.
Peter Ducey is live at Trump Tower here in New York. It's hard to imagine that Kellyanne Conway was going rogue there. It seems like she must be up to something. There's a method to this. Tell us more about what you know today.
We have some more news to share with you, Melissa, and that would be that later on today, the retired General David Petraeus will take the elevator up to the 26th floor in Mr. Trump's skyscraper for a meeting. And then tomorrow, Mitt Romney is coming back. Now, first, about that Petraeus meeting, it does come just a few days after he told BBC Radio that he would take a position in the Trump administration because he says if the commander-in-chief asks you to serve, the only answer is yes, Mr. President. There still are many vacant high-profile cabinet jobs available. That does include Secretary of State, and the advisor who has been the face of the transition for the last 2.5 weeks, Kellyanne Conway, is also now the face of dissent within. Add her to the list of people who really don't want Mitt Romney to be the Secretary of State. That is a list that is growing. The list of people who are inside and say that they do want Mitt Romney from the Trump transition team, a lot shorter. Melissa?
All right. Thank you so much for that report, John.
So for more on all of this, let's bring in Bret Baier. He, of course, is the anchor of Special Report. Kind of interesting, Bret, what's going on when you have the campaign manager, Kellyanne Conway, going on television and just publicly criticizing her boss's potential nominee to be Secretary of State, Mitt Romney. What do you make of all of this?
John, good morning. I tell you, Kellyanne Conway is smart. She's very smart. It is hard to believe that this would be her getting over her skis on this issue, talking about the reaction of the base to a selection of Mitt Romney as Secretary of State. If you look at her tweets, all that she's said since, it's, again, hard to believe that she doesn't have at least some blessing from the inside that this has happened. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, these meetings happening in Trump Tower are key. David Petraeus is a significant meeting today, and then Mitt Romney coming back tomorrow. At the end of the day, the Trump administration is starting to fill out ahead of schedule, and the big positions of defense and Treasury, Homeland Security, and State still obviously have yet to be filled.
And it's just not it's not just Kellyanne Conway. Newt Gingrich, who has been, very tight with Donald Trump, a big supporter throughout the election campaign, over the weekend said he thought a Romney choice would be disappointing. So again, another high-profile, very well-known advisor saying don't pick Mitt Romney for the job.
Yeah. Well, I will just say to you, there is that sentiment out there because of all the things that Romney said on the trail during the campaign. But remember that Donald Trump knows how to orchestrate things for the most attention and knows how to really talk to the media about things, and don't be surprised if this is a reveal of something else. I think you have to watch this closely. I don't think Kellyanne Conway is ahead of her boss that much.
We will look for more on Special Report tonight. Bret Baier, the anchor of that program. Bret, thanks.
I'll see you.